Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Today we're going to look at a residence that has four different seating areas that we wanted to address. And if you're looking for a personal heating plan for your project, please give us an email with your dimensions and a picture or some drawings to support at PatioHeat.com, and we'll be happy to assist you. So let's take a look at what we're dealing with. We have a loggia area over here. We have a small dining space right around here. Back behind this column here, we have a little seating area, and then another little seating area that is down over here. So let's take a look on what we can do for this space. First of all, let's just kind of give a quick look at the dimensions. This loggia space is roughly 8.5 feet tall and about 20 feet wide by 11 feet deep. The little dining space over here, we have now this space I have it measured out at 17 feet roughly, but the depth isn't very much, so it's 7.5 feet deep. And the ceiling height is actually 8 feet, but we have this little ledge right here that we can kind of hide. You can see here I have a couple of heaters right there, so we can hide a couple of heaters kind of behind that ledge. And the space over here, although it shows 24 feet, the opening for the windows roughly 12 feet, 13 feet here. Patio deck is 23 feet roughly. Although it's a wide space, they're really only utilizing this area here and this area here because this is an entry-exit point for the residence itself. So we're going to leave that open. And then of course this space here we have 16 feet, and I didn't get the depth right there. Let's just throw it in there real quick. So we're roughly at 8 feet deep, and you'll see that there's quite a substantial amount of the structure itself, so it's physically not even that. Let me just go here real quick. And so we have 6.5 feet there. So those are the kind of dimensions. Oh, one other dimension I should mention is this, I believe, is a little bit higher in here. And let's just quickly get that real quick. And so we're 8 feet 8 inches inside there. Okay. I'm going to turn those dimensions off. And I'm just going to delete these here for a moment. Alright, so coming back to the loggia area, I'm going to go ahead and put the ray footprint down, and you can see I have 3 units basically in this space here. This one would be centrally located. Right now they have a fan. That fan would have to be taken out, and then of course the 2 units on either side. The 2 units on either side are just up against the wall with the 6-inch clearance and 6 inches from the ceiling clearance. Let me just go back over here and just see if there's anything that we need to look at. There are some can lights up there, so I believe with the 6 inches away from this wall here that we're going to miss those can lights. I think they're up in this location up here. So these are 4,000 watt slimline units. I think they'll fit very well. You can see there's a nice coverage in the space. I have them centered within the location, and like I said, 6 inches off of this wall, 6 inches off of the right hand wall over here, and then of course the one in the center, 6 inches off the ceiling there. So that would be that space here. Now in order to conceal the heaters as much as possible, we're electing to place these 2 units against the back edge of this space here, so that we can keep them kind of concealed. and also it kind of flows nicely. If we placed them in the center of this location, then it would kind of stick out a little bit. But I have these set up at 15-degree angles away from this edge, and as you can see, we're getting pretty good coverage here. We're missing about a foot roughly of space. Let me just take a look at that. So roughly, yeah, about a foot of distance that we're missing as far as the throw off from the right to left there. They have a dining chair over here. If we go back here and take a kind of a zoom in approach, well, can't do that quite right. But yeah, you'll see that there's a little bit of missing here. We might be able to change this angle slightly to allow for a little bit more throw over here, but then I'll be missing some of the space over here on the back side, which may not be an issue. So the neat thing about these electric heaters is that there is a little bit of adjustment that you can make to accommodate a greater angle. So we'll keep that in mind. Here I have just two 4,000. Oh, by the way, these are 4,000 watt units each. Here are two more 4,000 watt slimline units, and because this depth is not that great, I have these pointed straight down to the ground, so that way we can get the most usage out of the ray itself. So you can see it's just pointed straight down to the ground, and the rays cast over here to the left as well as to the right. And again, this is an entry exit point, and so we're going to heat up some seating area over here as well as over here. And this is just an access point here. And then of course this is the last space. Now these are one unit would not heat up this space properly, and two of these large units would be too much. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pull this off here for a second. I have 2,400 watt units here. These are slimlines as well. So you know, the combination of the two is 4,800 watts there, and you know, that'll heat up this space really nicely, as you can see. So that's what I have showing here. Oh, by the way, let me just throw this in here. Go back to the dimensions. As you can see here, I'm 6 inches off this wall, 6 inches off the ceiling here, if you can make that out. And these heaters here are just 4 foot 4 inches on center. Of course, these units, I have them 12 foot center, but the important thing would probably be the placement of the heater from the wall. And taking a look at that, we can see that yeah, so we're 5 feet 4 inches off that edge here, and if we do the same over here, we'll probably be around the same, I imagine. 6 feet 8 inches off of this edge here. These two units here, I have them 7 feet 2 from center, and that just fits in that space there. We really can't go too much closer over to this edge here, and I don't want to bring them in closer together either. They may wish to only place one unit over here, because again, there's another entry exit point over here, and the table is physically over here, but they might also want to move that table over here, so having the two might be important for them. So, well, there you have it. We have 9 units here. It would heat up all these different spaces rather nicely, and there you go. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching this video.